let's talk about phobias. And right off the bat, let's be clear. Having a phobia isn't a weakness. Not at all. It's a deeply human experience. And the good news is, it's something we can understand and actually learn to manage. We're going to unpack all of this, drawing from the brilliant work of Dr. Dina George Mifta.
Dr. Mifta kicks things off with this incredible metaphor, and it makes so much sense. Thinking of a phobia as a ghost. It feels terrifyingly real, right? It haunts you, it makes you feel powerless, even when you know there's no real physical danger. Okay, let's dive into this idea.
So, what exactly is this ghost we call a phobia? It's way more than just being scared of something. It has a very specific profile that sets it way apart from our everyday fears. At its core, a phobia is an intense fear that's based on, well, a misdiagnosis of a threat. Your brain is getting the danger level completely wrong. It's got 5 key traits. 1, it's specific. It's tied to a very particular thing or situation. 2, it's irrational. Your logical mind knows you're safe, but the fear just takes over. 3, it's a learned reaction. 4, it always involves avoidance. You'll do anything to stay away from the trigger. And 5, it is persistent. It doesn't just go away on its own. And boy, are they common. I mean, look at this list. We've got the ones you'd expect, right? Snakes, spiders, heights. But it also includes stuff like public speaking, a fear of failure, or even thunderstorms. I bet a lot of us are looking at this list and seeing something that feels, well, pretty familiar.
So where in the world do these ghosts even come from? Here's what's so fascinating. We're not born with them. Nope, they are created. They're built from our experiences. Let's take a look at how that actually happens.
The source explains that our brains can learn to be phobic in a few different ways. Sometimes it's from a direct personal trauma, but it can also come just from watching someone else's fear, like seeing a parent totally panic during a storm when you were a kid. Or maybe you were just told over and over again that something was dangerous. So you see, it's not some big mystery, it's a product of experience.
And this is so crucial. If a fear can be learned, that means it can also be unlearned. This is not a character flaw. It is not a personal failing. It's simply a learned response, kind of like a faulty circuit in your brain's wiring that, with the right approach, can absolutely be rewired.
So when you do come face to face with your phobia, your body can just go into full-on crisis mode. This is what a panic attack is, and man, it feels like you are in mortal danger.
You know the feeling. Your heart is pounding, you can't catch your breath, you feel dizzy. That is your body's ancient fight or flight response kicking into overdrive. It's a survival system designed to save you from a real predator, and it's flooding your body with adrenaline to help you fight or escape. But here is the key. With a phobia, that powerful, life-saving alarm system is being triggered by a ghost. It's a false alarm. Let me repeat that. It's a false alarm. The physical feelings are 100% real and absolutely terrifying, but the danger, it's just a misinterpretation. Just understanding that it's a false alarm is a huge first step. Now, let's get into the practical tools that can help you regain control and actually turn that alarm off. Okay, so you're in the middle of a panic attack. You can use the ALERT technique. A is for accept. Accept what you're feeling without judging it. L is for look. Just observe what's happening to your body. E is for enact normal behavior. Try your best not to run away. R is for repeat. Just go through the steps again until it subsides. And T is for think positively. Remind yourself this feeling is temporary and it will pass. For a broader strategy, there's the 4 R's model. First, you react by taking some immediate practical action. Then, you regulate your breathing. This is huge for calming your nervous system. Next, you consciously relax your muscles, which sends a signal to your brain that the danger is gone. And finally, you rehearse. You practice facing your fear in small ways to build your confidence. So those tools are fantastic for managing your body's reaction. But to really, truly banish the ghost for good, we have to go deeper. We need to look at the story it's telling you in your mind. And this brings us to rewriting your mental script. This is where cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, comes in. And its core principle is simple but totally profound. It's not the event itself that causes our feelings. It's how we think about that event. It's not the spider, it's what you believe about the spider that causes the panic. The ABC model makes this crystal clear. There's an A, the activating event. A spider appears.
This triggers B, your beliefs about it. Spiders are dangerous and will attack me. And that belief leads to C, the consequences: panic, screaming, running away. The magic of CBT is that it teaches you to interrupt the process at step B by challenging that automatic belief. Our minds can get stuck in these destructive thought patterns, what experts call thinking errors. A really common one is all or nothing thinking, like this belief right here: I must be perfect in everything. You can just see how that kind of thinking is the perfect fuel for a phobia like the fear of failure.
And here's the challenge. CBT teaches us to start asking these kinds of questions. What if this belief isn't true? What if good enough is actually enough? The moment you start questioning the script, you start to take its power away. You begin to rewrite it.
So here's the big takeaway. You are not your thoughts. You are the one observing them. And that means you have the power to challenge them, to change them. And in doing so, you can reclaim your life from the grip of fear.
So we'll end on this question. Your life is a story. Are you going to let a ghost write the ending? Facing your fear is about so much more than just managing anxiety. It's about becoming the author of your own story again. It's about deciding that a ghost doesn't get to write the final chapter. Thank you so much for joining this explainer.